We have for you the first unofficial depth chart for your 2022 Minnesota Vikings, and I want to start on the defensive side of the ball first. Your defensive line. At nose tackle, your starter is Harrison Phillips. Your defensive ends beside him, Dalvin Tomlinson and Armon Watts. Now, here, I think we all just safely assumed that Tomlinson would be the starting nose tackle on this 3-4 base. Harrison Phillips, as a defensive end, I was saying, I don't know about this guy, but we'll see. The nose tackle on a 3-4 defensive line is the anchor of that unit. I can only assume that Harrison Phillips right now is the starting nose because Garrett Bradbury just continues to sabotage his team beyond his inability to play on the football field for the offense. I can only assume this is the case because Ed Donatel watched Harrison Phillips versus Garrett Bradbury, which is the equivalent of an open court layup for Phillips, just blow his spot up and said, oh my God, he's amazing. Harrison Phillips, he's our nose tackle. Dalvin Tomlinson, you can support. We'll see, man. Your outside linebackers, Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith. No shocker there. Behind them, Patrick Jones II and DJ Wonnum, which I really love that as depth. The inside linebackers, Eric Kendricks and Jordan Hicks. After that, the immediate backup right now anyway is Troy Dye. I thought Troy Dye was completely done, but the fact that he's the first man up, Brian Asamoah is right after him. He is a rookie, but kudos to Troy Dye for at least having a pretty good camp so far. Cornerbacks, Patrick Peterson and Cam Dantzler, they are your starting outside corners. Your slot corner is Chandon Sullivan. After that, you've got Andrew Booth Jr. They're definitely going to rotate him in from time to time. Chris Boyd after that, a Caleb Evans after Chris Boyd. So something to keep an eye on. I don't think right now, as far as outside corners, that would put as the fifth corner. I don't think that's going to last all year. I think he'll get bumped up eventually to CB4. Your safeties, Harrison Smith and Cam Bynum are starting. Your backup is Lewis Cine. Not to panic, this doesn't mean that Cine is on the outside looking in. Ed Donatel, and I talked about this with Declan Goff on Purple Daily on Monday, that Lewis Cine, what Ed Donatel is going to do, number one, is triple safety sets. But number two, this is the first unofficial depth chart. I would put Chandon Sullivan as your dark horse to ultimately win the starting slot corner job, putting Lewis Cine as the starting safety opposite of Harrison Smith. We're now going to go to offense. Your starting offensive tackles, Christian Darrisaw on the left, Brian O'Neill on the right. Your interior offensive line reads as follows. Ezra Cleveland is your left guard, Garrett Bradbury center, Jesse Davis right guard. None of which are surprising. I assumed the Vikings would go this route the entire time. Now there is one shocker here along with a disappointment. The shocker is Chris Reed. They've been working him with the second team offensive line at center. Here he's listed at left guard. So if this goes on into the regular season where Austin Schlottman is the backup center after Bradbury, I don't know about that. The disappointment, however, is Wyatt Davis. I don't think he's going to make the team. He is the third string right guard at this time. I would be shocked if he made the 53-man roster. And after that, tight end, Irv Smith Jr. He's the tight end one. Obviously, after him, your TE2 is Johnny Munt. This is important here because Irv, if he is going to miss any time at all, if he doesn't recover in time to be ready for week one, the season opener, US Bank Stadium against the Green Bay Packers, your tight end one for that game is Johnny Munt. After Irv Smith Jr., you can throw the whole tight end group in the trash. After that, wide receiver, obviously Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, KJ Osborne, they're your 1 through 3 guys. Your wide receiver 4 right now is Amir Smith-Marset, which good for him. He has a lot of talent. And not only is he going to get opportunities, especially if Irv is going to miss time, forget the tight end at that point, put in more receivers. But assuming that this is Adam Thielen's last year in purple, I think it is, that puts Smith-Marset in line to be the next man up. Fullback, your starter is CJ Ham, nothing to see there. Running backs, after Dalvin Cook, Alexander Mattison is your RB2, which much like Thielen, I think this is going to be Madison's last year, which puts your current RB3, Kene Nwangu, in line to be possibly your RB2 next year, 2023. And then at quarterback, after Kirk Cousins, the backup quarterback competition goes to Sean Mannion and Kellen Mond. They are your co-backup quarterbacks, which really? Bro, job. I just don't care anymore. It's such a clown show. But my God, this team, regardless of regime, they keep finding ways to make a circus out of it. Whereas we're really afraid to hurt these dudes' feelings. Hey, Sean, you're the co-backup quarterback as well as you, Kellen. Why are we doing everything we can to protect these dudes? They're both trash. Sign a new backup quarterback for fuck's sake. Co-backup quarterbacks. You remember when Andre Patterson and Adam Zimmer were co-defensive coordinators? It's like, why are you wasting our time? This is fucking... I'll see you tomorrow.